That's much better, but I'm too low? Wait a minute. Why is it not what the hell? Okay, so it is this, but it's really not working out the way I meant it. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out exactly what. Like that, I know will work. I don't really want it to work. It's not a double channel, but I know it'll work. Hi, guys. I'm live, and this is just a test. We're live. We're here. We're happening. I'm sorry about that intro, which could have been the dumbest intro of all time, but I'm trying to get across what we're trying to get across as we do the show. Welcome to Paper Fuck. I also didn't change that. Yeah, I'm trying to fix this crap. So there's less crap and more crap. It just keeps scooting to the right. That's not a good idea. Okay, so you're seeing it as it goes. I'm really trying to work this, okay? Bear with me. Alright, that better? That's cool. That's better. The show. Hi. It's a little live. It's a little stupid. I said I was going to have two in a row. This is number two. Trying to balance this out. Is this like as big as this is? Like here and here? Wait, here and here? No, it's not. It's still off. I don't know what I'm doing. First day. No! God, why do you do this to me? Anywho, so yeah, hey guys, what's up? We're talking paper, we're talking flight, we're talking more stuff than you ever saw. It's just a show, it's just a thing. People were talking about like some other stuff, and this is the show for that. And like, I was really gonna touch on some flight, and I was actually impressed with. I don't know if you guys have heard. I'm just jumping in like an idiot. I know. Again, forgive me for how that looked at first because I don't know exactly what it is I'm looking for out of the show. What you saw there was just me trying to get. And the mic isn't on, and I don't understand why. What you saw was me trying to get the show right. It transitioned instantly, and I don't understand why. I mean, I do, but I don't because I didn't think I was doing it on the fly. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We'll get it fixed. You know why I did that actually is because I don't have a lead-in screen, and I was gonna do a lead-in screen. I'm like, it's so fucking late. I'm not gonna do this. The show is not made for kids. I'm not even prepped. I was gonna have a plane here, so we could like, I mean, because I had an idea for the show. Beyond working on just paper planes, I thought it was a good idea to have. I thought it was a good idea to have some paper to go on. I was actually going to do a build here because I do have an idea, and it turned out to be so damn late. But I wanted to get a show up there just to say, hey, we're live, we're having it, and these shows are coming, and you're kind of getting a semi-preview of how this is going to look. We'll probably be better, a little bit better organized than this. Yeah, it's a 332. Nice little birdie. This one built really nice. God damn, is this like number one? Anyway, yeah, so, hi, welcome to the show. You sat through a lot of crap. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that delay in the, now they're talking about not putting the B-21 out until next year. You believe that crap? I mean, yeah, this isn't exactly a plane we need immediately, but it is frustrating that it's going to take another, like, we're not bringing it out. I understand why we're doing it, because it's like, well, we're in the middle of a possible recession. We can't be just flaunting our money and stuff by putting another aircraft out there, but damn it, I'm anxious. I want to see what's going on. It's exciting times, to be sure, but I don't know what we're going to expect out of this plane when we see it. other than the fact that we're either going to be totally shocked or totally disappointed. I mean, the needle's going to swing to one extreme or the other. I don't think we're going to get I don't think it's going to be. It could either be like a B2, and we'll be like, oh yeah, we expected that, like the drawings that we've seen, or it'll be like nothing we've seen. I have to believe it's going to be something like we're used to, like the B2, because I'm thinking simply, there's no way in hell that you would like put this through the processes, other than the fact that they're of course being super secret. Put this through the processes without not having some tests and not having a good idea of what's going on, because they obviously have a good idea of what's going on. I don't even need to talk through that. It's so freaking stupid. And I didn't bring it home anyway. God damn it, I gotta remember binder clip. You guys remind me to bring a binder clip home, because I need one more binder clip now that I started playing basketball in here. Jesus. Anyway, so yeah, I was thinking the B21 is like, okay, again, I know why we're putting it off. We're putting it off because, again, that B21 is like, we don't want to flaunt it in the midst of everybody having problems, but I'm anxious for it. I'm anxious for this Boromai out of South Korea to come out. I'm noticing that just about every aircraft that comes out is like basically a retooled version of a combined F-22 / F-35. When really, if they wanted to be like really cool, they should have like taken the F-23. I mean, seriously, look at that plane. Nope, everybody's scared of it because nobody wants to build it. They want to build it looking more like the ones that work now, But hey, whatever. It's going to be a new world when people start fielding these aircraft for real, because like the F-22 is in such small amounts and never been combat tested. And yeah, you can say we've been fielding this thing since '97, so we've really got the upper hand. But really, have we? What have we done? We've basically trained with it. That's it. It's never really seen any true combat. Definitely haven't seen any true dogfights. Definitely hasn't seen like at least a near peer fight. So what has it proved? All it's really proved is it's won the near peer wars by having a whole bunch of duplicates built of it. And you can basically say the same thing out of the F-35. I think it's funny. I do kind of find it amusing that, like, of our members, it's kind of the same way with me, and everybody's trying to duplicate the phases, because it's the same kind of thing. You like what you see, so you build the same kind of thing. They say, like, how does that go? Like, mimicry is the sincerest form of... I'm not flattered by it, but, it's kind of cool, and like they can say that about the 22, but again, I digress. I think countries should be putting more towards the F-20, like the F-23. That should be the plane they should be developing, so I can see it, for crying out loud. I love the F-23. Personally, I think the whole force should be comprised of F-23s and A-10s, and I don't understand why the Air Force is the U.S. Air Force is so fucking adamant about, like, we got to retire the A-10 to free up funds for it. No, you don't. No, you don't, because as soon as you have the F-35 doing its roles, which, yeah, you're supposed to, but you're supposed to be replacing 1,100 F-16s and 400 A-10s, so you need at least 1,500, which, of course, if you do 1-to-1, you're actually building that many in F-35s, and which are almost kind of augmenting F-15s. First of all, you really do need the EX, and you need something to beat the F-15 and the F-22, since you're keeping both, because you're idiots. But again, I also want to digress. Like, you're putting all these money in these quality basket and everything like that, while the real proven warrior that everybody wants on hand, except you want to retire. And by that, I'm talking about the A-10. Like, the A-10, you get it shot up, comes back home, easy to reconstruct, even without it, having not been built since 1984. But you want to put your money in the stupid F-35, where if it gets, can it even take a bullet at all? Or, I mean, is it too sensitive? Like, well, there goes $25 million in avionics, or there goes the other engine in the case of the Marines or the Brits. I mean, seriously, can it afford to take a hit? Or did you build it bulletproof? Because if you haven't, then, like, I don't understand the need to put all your eggs in that basket and count on that thing when you, like, can't afford to have one of those shot down. You can afford to have an A-10 shot down. You're trying to retire the bastard anyway. but you can't afford to have an F-35 shot down, and you want to retire the A-10. That's like the stupidest thing I've almost ever heard. It costs what, $42 million per A-10? It costs $135 million per F-35. Whatever the case may be, I know they're knocking it down below $100 million, but the costs are nowhere near alike. So I don't understand why they would even bother with something like that, and then like press the F-35 nor the F-22. I mean, yeah, you guys think air dominance. It very well better be, because if you don't, you're going to end up this way, and I don't think you can afford to end up this way. I digress. I still, there's other planes out there that we're hoping to see. I really don't care if the Soviets get their crap together, because, I mean, they're always so far behind. They get what they steal, and then when they steal it, they're not even happy with what they have, and it's kind of, I don't know why everybody's so anxious about their crap. It's yeah, it's probably more battle hardened, and in essence, it's probably going to be better than ours, because they probably can take a hit. They can land in rough fields. They can probably, dish out the punishment that they can take, whereas ours are almost aerial princesses. They look really good. They on paper, they're awesome, but can they take a beating? I don't know, and I don't even know if we should see, because it might bankrupt us to lose 5 of them, whereas you could probably lose any 20 of any Soviet-style Eastern Bloc kind of aircraft, and it wouldn't matter. It makes me kind of wonder exactly what the cost of say the JF-31 is for China, or what any of the new Soviet machinery is, even an Su-33, 35, how much is it, and why don't you care? Obviously, you do care, else you'd be sending them over to Ukraine. But, yeah, you can't afford to do that shit. All you really need is a war of attrition over a peon thing. And it's funny how you're trying to save face by not, totally leveling them. But yet you've already lost that face, so what'd be the point? You could have just done better and say, damn it, we want this territory back, gone after it, and still got the same freaking results. Either way, you've lost, all credibility. That's the whole point of that, is you've lost all credibility. You could have honestly called it for what it was a land grab, because you've all been land grabbers since basically you've been in existence, and we would have believed that more than a lot more than what we believe you're doing now, and you still. But anyway, I'd like to know the price per the cost per unit or something like that. I was gonna do an inventory on some of my aircraft, and was thinking about it, and it's what would the cost per aircraft of these be? And a long time ago, I did a cost analysis of aircraft, and anything crafty, basically you got to consider how much time you put into them. That's your only consideration. The material is basically nothing, especially if you reuse paper. Staples, yeah, but that's what a quarter of a cent. It's time, and I'd like to think that all of my planes are worth $1 a piece, but they're probably not. I really probably want to do that again, just to have an idea of how much, if you, again, I bring you back to my tour of my facility of how many aircraft I have on hand and stuff like that, but how many dollars in my hours as well as material went into it. It's probably nothing. I mean, seriously, all those planes that you saw, literally all those planes that you remember seeing, I'll go back to my video if you want, and it's on my channel, SIL, DPSIL TD. But all those planes probably didn't use a roll of tape, because I use maybe a 2-inch strand at maximum, typically a 1.5 inch, and just wrap it around the nose of each plane. If that, it's usually probably about smaller than that. But again, that's all it is. And I hardly ever tap into staples, even though this thing's using 2. But there's some tape on here. These will be more expensive, but I mean, it'd be nice to give it some kind of monetary value, because you see the value in a little bit more, because there's really no other way to equate these out to something like that. Yeah. To compare to real life aircraft. So, yeah. Finally got a chance to watch some Wimbledon today, man. That was kind of cool. Get a chance at work. It's the only live TV I usually get, and watching tennis, kind of cool. I got a chance to watch Le Mans. I usually watch any WEC races or Formula One, definitely. IndyCar if I can. It's harder to find it, so I love open wheelers. can't stand whatever passes as stock car nowadays because they're not stock cars. I mean, it's really a joke. They really should call it like Arca's where it's at if you're into that sort of thing. Like a bunch of like hairy ass rednecks racing around in circles. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love dirt track racing. I've done it before, and I like watching it. But those cars are so far they're either so far removed from the real thing, or they really are close to the real thing. And it's nothing like what ASCAR is now, and ARCA is closer because at least they don't pretend. You know, like, I mean, it's even in the name. Like, ASCAR choose to call itself stock cars when they're nothing like stock anymore. You tell me the last time you saw a two-door Camry. When does that happen? And because they have these templates that they have to follow because there's got to be referees on the side that stop you after every freaking race to prove you weren't cheating. What kind of bullshit is that? But I mean, like, that template that this car fit. So the Mustang looks the same as the Camry? What? Oh my God, ASCAR is so fucking stupid. Oh, I swear to God, I'll never watch it again. Never watch it again. I can proudly say I've never watched a single ASCAR race for the past 20 years, and I don't think I ever will again, as long as they look like this. 20 years. It's been a little longer than that. I haven't consistently watched any ASCAR races since the late 90s. I did like Tony Stewart, but I liked Tony Stewart when he was an open wheeler. I don't know if y'all remember that. I don't know if any of y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. But, like, I mean, I remember back in the day, I like watching the international racers. And I think it's stupid that there's some international racers that have to succumb racing in these circular pieces of jerk motion. Like Juan Pablo, you know, and didn't Sebastian Bourdais try it? I can't remember if he did or not, but, like, I think, like McLaren and the open wheelers, they got it. But even still, the open wheelers, yeah, they race in circles, but they do it a little bit shorter. They do it much, much faster. And they just look better doing it because of the aero. I mean, talking quote-unquote aero in ASCAR is stupid. It's like, how much more aerodynamic can you make a brick? I don't know. I think all those rules for some shit like that is just stupid. I think these windscreens are just dumb, like the dumbest thing. I think World Endurance Championship. I can't believe there's no more open cockpits. It's freaking ridiculous. I mean, I don't know if they were hiding shit from us in, like, even Formula One, who put together the halo, whatever you want to call it, that they have to put on now. It's still open, but they got that crossbar, and it's like, I've watched a lot of races, okay? I've basically been watching Formula One since I was little, and, like, I mean, and I know the histories, and it's like, these guys voluntarily do this. Like, I don't understand why you make safety mandatory when you never really cared that much about it before in the first place. If it was really that paramount of importance, why we should have had closed cockpits since the 60s. Because cars have had closed capsules since before that. Basically, they were cars. But, you know, like, the guys have a choice and they know what they're doing, but you're not going to let them do it. It's just freaking stupid. And it's like, if we watch the races and you show us qualifying, you show us practice sessions, and they're not dying, they're not getting head impacts. Like, is this happening somewhere else on levels that we don't see that warranted this? Because the one time I've seen it happen in 20 years doesn't seem to necessitate this kind of issue. I mean, for real, I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, like I said, NASCAR is such a joke, such a fucking joke. I refuse to watch that crap. I mean, because it's crap. It's total crap. I'd rather go out with 20 buddies of my own and just race on a dirt track in the car in my driveway right now. And it still wouldn't look real because the car, I mean, like, again, I don't know. Just, anyway, at least we can turn to planes that look a little different, you know? I mean, at least, like, obviously, you got to have two wings and a fin and, like, at least the wings, you know, and a body. Everybody seems to acknowledge that so far, but obviously certain ones are better than others depending on, like, the people in them and what's behind them, what causes them to lift, what causes them to fly. It's a bloody joke about the rest of this crap. I don't know. Am I a traditionalist? Yeah, hell yeah, I'm a traditionalist. That's why I keep making planes look the same. Yeah, so this I was going, like I said, I wanted to build something, but I'm a little frustrated that my audio's fucked up. My screen looks like this because I didn't want it to look like this. even though I was going to do the build. So actually, that's why I did have the screen facing down. It wasn't going to be this way. I apologize for that. But I did want you to get prepped, and I did throw that out there because you got the music. I'm definitely going to review how this looked, even though it was stupid. I apologize for the stupidness of how that looked. We're live, but would it be live? Yeah, it would normally be live, and I'd normally have... I don't know what I normally have. I know this is kind of general, but look for this to be more like a desk, kind of like the news thing or something like that, with switching down to this whenever we do some builds. So again, we got some stuff coming. I gotta rig some shit up. I should actually, ideally what I should do is write this shit down, and I'm going to. You're gonna bear with me here as I write some shit down because I need to order this. I need to order. Yeah, I need to order something for that. I have a look down. I need to order that. This is just for the damn show. What the hell else was I even thinking of? It was something else too, and I can't. I'm not changing that kind of thing, but I was gonna test something out here. Bear with me here. Let's see this. Is this too stupid? Oh, the shadows. Oh no, the shadows ridiculous. I can't do that. You have to have one and you have to have another because with two of them it's like shadowing. But normally you guys have not complained about my like equipment, so 2 lights on during the build probably gonna happen. Yeah, you'll see that. Yeah, that's just for the show. So yeah, I gotta get all that stuff ordered. Why do you gotta get quiet when you write and fold? I mean, actually, you know what? I understand why you get quiet when you fold because you get into it. I can't understand why you get quiet when you like write. I mean, like I can talk to you and I'm not gonna forget what I'm talking about, So I don't know what that shit is all about. I wasn't gonna build because I'm really needing to pare down these planes, which I haven't done as much as I wanted to, although I did burn a shit ton before. I do have some more I'm going to burn. And this sheet of paper is laminate. I don't know if you can tell. It's got a gloss to it. Came in the mail. I know you saw my Verlo. I wasn't going to make a sheet out of that because it's Verlo. I don't know. I got another Verlo. Remember the Verlos? Yeah, I got Verlos. I suppose since I got a Memorial Day, 4th of July, yeah, this is recent. I suppose since I got a couple of them, I can make something out of here. But I really don't need to be making new aircraft. I need to be using up the bodies and pry-fly, which I've been doing pretty good, but I also need to get rid of a whole bunch of aircraft. So, I'm trying, really trying. It's just not working. See, I'm trying to talk myself out of building this in front of you guys, but I'm also trying to say, like, well, it'd be nice to have a build because it's been a long time since I had a build, and I'm also thinking, like, I should put it on my channel because I've been neglecting my channel lately. I don't know if you guys care, but I care, and I'd like to get something on there because I'd like people to understand that there's something on my damn channel for how little it is. Really, that's showing up? Jesus. Anyway, so more things are coming down the pike. I mentioned the show last night. That other shit's going to be happening. Again, this will change. I apologize for it looking basically the same way you saw last night with Verlo. Why that hand? With Verlo here. Oh, man. I do want to get, like, this layout wasn't supposed to be this way. It was just supposed to be a flip. Man, 2 cameras. Yeah, I gotta rig something different. Bear with me on this, if you please. I will do something special for you guys, but just not right now. In the first place, in the main place, in every place, we have these planes. We have these planes. We have the show. We got some good ideas coming up. I don't know how this layout's really gonna be when you see it. Other than this, obviously, this is gonna be the build view almost all the time. I may even keep it like this. I was thinking about a top down, but I don't think I like the top down. Either that, I'm going to go with that head motion like you saw before. But that's for other, like, special shows. I don't suppose you guys are probably... I mean, I don't know if that made y'all dizzy or not. Some people said you didn't like it that much, and that's probably true. I don't even know how I sound. If I sound like crap right now, because I'm using a mic that I'm not used to using, because I don't know what the hell's going on with that, but I'm going to have to find some way to do this that makes a bit more sense than what can be done. Yeah, is there like no way? There is a way. Oh, look at me go! I didn't think there was, but there is indeed a way to do it. Okay, that's good to know, because I need to know that. Alright, so, man, that thing was so secure, I didn't expect that at all, so that's why you heard the thumping. So I got that part. We'll have some more here soon, after I get this crap. Yeah. But anyway, so, will there be a build? I don't know. I'm thinking like maybe, but I don't know. I got to get together with my boy and do some freaking paperwork and stuff. I got to get doing my paperwork and stuff, and I really want to get the news out, but I want to get that set up, laid out, and man, it's always about something else, isn't it? You just get overwhelmed, so you don't want to do it, and I don't understand why. It's like when you're a kid, you didn't really care, but now you got so many ideas and you need to act on them, and I got to do so much stuff. I guess I just need to take it one at a time and freaking do it already. So anyway, yeah, that's the show. I'd sign you out, but there's really no way to do it. There's like nothing. Like seriously, I don't have a sign out for this, cause I don't have a sign out for this. I never had anything. And you saw like also I'm kind of working on an intro card. It's not gonna be that what you saw. Just it's ideas. I'd kind of like to do a transitional phase thing into it while the music's playing. Or maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. And you also notice like any of these other shows don't have an ending card. Trying to work on that too. I mean, I understand most of us are just trying to keep them flying, and we'll probably keep them flying. But it's like just stay safe out there. And this is going to sound a lot like our other ones, but like if you're used to the Wednesday shows, but I'm cutting it short a little bit because I started so freaking late, but I'm also cutting it short because I'm a little aggravated how this went. And there's not going to be a build, and I'm sorry there's not going to be a build, but I'm really hoping this is the last time you get to see this. And actually, I don't know if you can believe this or not, but I'm probably as frustrated as you are with like anticipating a new layout change and builds, but it's coming. It's coming. It really should be the next time you see us live. Thanks for sticking with us. We'll talk some more shit next week. In the meantime, you know, drill.